Hello viewers, welcome to UN College Digital Class. Today I am going to discuss about one very interesting topic of C++. Already we have discussed lots of things about the different data types, operators. Now we will start discussion on decision making. Let's start. In our day-to-day life, we perform lots of tasks from morning till the end of the day, and during performing number of tasks we take number of decision also. And similarly in the programming also there are lots of statement are used in any programming language. One of the very popular statement is if-else statement. If you are acquainted with C programming, then you know about if-else statement. In today's session we will discuss about if-else statement in C++. Let's take one example of our day-to-day life. Suppose it is raining, then we have to take the decision that if it is raining, then I will take the umbrella, else no. It means that when there is a decision making, when there are number of options, at that time we will decide what to do, what to not to do. In that case we will take decision, and to do such type of task in programming we use if-else. If statement is the most simple decision making statement. Actually there are number of different statement also available in C++. In today's session we will only discuss on if statement, which is very simple one. It is used to decide whether a certain statement or block of statement will be executed or not. It means that if a particular condition is satisfied, then one specific operation will be performed, otherwise other operation will be performed. The syntax of if statement is if condition, then the inside the opening brace, closing brace, body of the if statement. Yes, I want to say you one thing here, that actually if only one statement is followed by if condition, then there will be no requirement of opening brace and closing brace. But here opening brace and closing brace is compulsory in case of multiple statements, but if there is only one statement, then it is not required. The if statement evaluates the condition inside the parenthesis. If the condition is true, then the code inside the body of it is executed. If the condition evaluates to false, then the code inside the body of if is skipped. It means that here the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, then this part of the operation will be executed, otherwise not. Here I have not used the else part I will use later. Now this is a very simple program of if statement. #include IOStream using namespace std int main int number. I have used one number here. I have entered a integer. You can enter any value. Okay. Here I have checked if the number is greater than 0, then cout positive integer. It means that this program objective is to check whether the number is positive or not. And if the number is positive, then the output will be positive integer. Here there is no requirement of else. That's all. Suppose you will enter 4, then this statement will be executed positive integer. Suppose you will enter -2 in number, then this statement will not be executed. Now we will discuss about if-else statement. The if statement can have optional else clause. Actually previously we have discussed about only if, but in practical programmer prefer using if-else. If condition is true, then block of code will be executed. If this condition is false, then the else part will be executed, and the same rule will be used here. If there will be multiple block of code, multiple statement here, then opening brace, closing brace is necessary, otherwise it is not necessary. It is optional to use. Yes, I have used one flowchart of if-else statement here. When we will start writing the program, we will start writing, then we will check the condition. Here this symbol is used to check a condition. If the condition is true, then the body of if part will be executed. If the condition is false, then the body of this part will be executed, and in both the cases end will be here. If the if part will be executed, then at the end will be terminated, the program will be terminated. Similarly, If this condition is false, then after executing the else part, the program will be terminated. Here I have explained the same if else statement here. If the condition evaluate true, then the code inside the body is executed, otherwise the else part will be executed. Yes, if the if part will be true, it means that if the condition is true, then if part will be executed and else part will be skipped. But if the condition is false, then if part will be skipped and else part will be executed. Here I have used a program, very small one, so that it will be easy for you to understand. The same question is here, enter one integer and check whether it is a positive integer or negative integer. In the previous example also I have used the same question, but there is a difference in between the previous program and this program. In this program we have used if condition and else part also, but in the previous program we have not used else part. Okay. Let us start explaining the program. Int main, instead of int you may use void, but it is better to use int. Then I have used one number, enter an integer, you may enter any number. Okay. Suppose you have entered 5, if number greater than 0, yes, in this case it is true. So here we will get the output positive integer, this part will be skipped, return 0, program will be terminated. But here if you will enter minus 5, then if part will not be executed, else part will be executed, then return 0. In this way program will be executed. Now we will discuss another type of if statement, that is if else else if statement. Actually when there is only single statement, you have to check whether it is true or false. In that case if else or only if is capable. But when you are checking number of different type of condition by using if else, then in that type of situation this type of statement is used, if else else if, in this way. The if else statement is used to execute a block of code among two alternatives. Okay, when we need to make a choice between more than two alternatives, we use the if else statement in this way. Now we will explain the syntax of if else statement. If condition, then code block 1, else if condition, code block 2, else code block 3. For example, suppose you are going to market, purchase a particular dress. In that case, if the dress is according to your choice and if the dress color is suitable for you, if the brand is suitable for you, if the price is suitable for you, then you are purchasing the dress. Otherwise, you are checking something else. If the other criteria are okay, then you are purchasing something else. If all those criteria are not true, then you are purchasing something else. In this way, suppose someone is purchasing a gift for you. In that case also you are using this type of statement, if else statement, in this way in our daily life also. Now this is a very simple explanation of if else if statement. If the condition is true, then code to be executed, program will be terminated. Else means if this condition is false, then it will come to this part. Now we will check this condition. If this condition is true, then code will be executed, program will be terminated. If this condition is not true, then we will come to this part. Here we will check the condition. If this condition is true, then code will be executed, program will be terminated. But if this condition is false, then else part will be executed and program will be terminated. It means that if all these three conditions, here we have used condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. If all the three conditions are false, then this part will be executed. Otherwise, in other cases one of the condition will be true, then the code related to the condition will be executed and program will be terminated. Now here I have explained if else if condition statement in a beautiful way, by using a very simple example. I have used here how the operation will be executed when the first condition is true, how the operation will be executed when the second condition is true, and when all the conditions are false, how the statement will be executed. Let us start it. Here I have used int number 2. If number is greater than 0, then this part will be executed, else if number equal to 0, this part will be executed, else this code will be executed. It means that suppose we will assume that here number is 2. It means that here this part will be executed and all these parts will be skipped. Now we will come to the second part. The second condition is true. We will check it here. Here I have used number equal to 0. If number greater than 0, no, this part will not be executed. Here else if will be executed, else if number equal to 0, yes, it is true. So this part will be executed and this part will be skipped. It means that here if part is skipped and this part is skipped, only this part will be executed. Now we will take the last one. What will happen when all conditions are false? Int, here I have used int number equal to -2. If number greater than 0, this part will be not be executed. Else if number equal to 0, no, this part will not be executed. And in this way here all conditions are false. Okay. In case of when all conditions are false, generally else part will be executed. The last else part what we have explained in the previous diagram. In this diagram already we have explained that when all the conditions are false, this else part will be executed. But if any program you will not use this else part, then in that case you will not get any output when all the conditions are false. Now I have given a very simple example of if else if. Okay. Here I have used int main, int number, you may enter any value. Suppose you will enter 5. If number greater than 0, yes, cout positive integer. In this case only this part will be executed and all this part will be skipped, then return 0. Let's take another example. Suppose you have entered number -5. Okay. In that case if number greater than 0, no, this part will be skipped. Now it will come to else if part. In else if part we are again checking if number less than 0, yes. So this part will be executed and this part will be skipped. Now take another example. Suppose we will enter 0, enter an integer. In this case you will enter 0. Okay. If number greater than 0, no. Else if, it means that this part will be skipped. Else if number less than 0, no, this part will be skipped. In this case the else part will be executed, cout, you have entered 0 and return 0. Now we will discuss another one, nested if else. Okay. Sometimes what happens in our day to day life also, we start doing a task by using a decision. Suppose if I will do the task, then this will happen. If I will not do the task, then this will happen. Again after doing the task, again taking after decision, again we are taking another decision. If I will do the task in this way, then it will happen. If I will do the task in that way, then it will happen. It means that we are just continuing taking decision again and again and again by using number of if. In programming also we may use that type of structure which is called as nested if. It is just like as multiple layer of if statements. It means that one if is embedded with another if, then another if in this way. It means that all number of if statements are contained one by one inside another if statement. Now this is the syntax of nested if else. Outer if statement, this is one if condition 1, then the statement, then inside this if condition another if condition is here. It means that here I have used one outer if condition, then one inner if condition. You may place number of if else condition inside one by one. Now I have used a program to explain nested if. Let's start the program. first include IO stream. All of you know that what is the meaning of IO stream. Then using namespace std int main. Here actually what I have done, I have used 3 variables, I have entered 3 numbers and I have checked that which number is greatest value, which one is greatest. Okay. For that I have used float variable n1, n2, n3. I have entered 3 numbers n1, n2, n3. You may enter any values, no problem. Here the first if condition, this is the outer if condition, if n1 is greater than n2, let us assume that n1 is greater than n2. Then the second if condition will be checked. If n1 is greater than n3, it means that the inner if will be executed when the outer if will be true. Let assume that n1 value is 200, n2 value is 100 and n3 value is 50. 200 is greater than 100, yes. Then again checking, 200 is greater than 50, yes. Obviously, see out largest number is n1. It means that here we will get output 200, okay. And all these statements will be skipped, execution will be skipped. But let us change the value. If we will change the value, then the statement may not be executed. Let us assume that n1 is 100, n2 is 200 and n3 is 50. In this case, 100 is greater than n2, it means 200, 100 is greater than 200, no. And as this if condition is false, so it will come to this part, else part. Actually, here you can see that one else part is present here and one else part is present here. If this condition is false, then it will enter to this else part. If this condition is false, then it will enter to this else part. Here we have checked the first if condition, n1 greater than equal to n2, let's it is false, so it will enter to this else part. When it will come to this else part, again if condition will be checked, n2 is greater than n3. If this condition is true, then largest number will be n2, else largest number will be n3. Here it is not required to use again if, because if n1 is not greater than n2, if n2 is not greater than n3, it means that it is obvious n3 is greatest number. Yes, it may happen, something else may happen. If you will enter all the values equal, it means that n1 will contain 100, n2 will contain 100 and n3 will contain 100. In that case, this program may give some sort of ambiguous output. But here I have assumed that I have entered all the 3 different values, okay. n1 is having suppose 100, this is 200, this is 300, any different values you will enter. In this particular program, you should not enter equal value. Now, next one is, here also I have used another program to explain nested if. Actually, this program question is that enter marks of a student and find out total and average or percentage, okay. And you have to display the grade on the basis of what? Here I have used math, English, physics, and I have used some condition, checking condition, so that you will calculate total, then percentage, on the basis of percentage you will calculate grade, okay. Just like in the similar fashion, if your percentage is greater than this, then the grade will be A. If the percentage will be greater than this, then the grade will be something else. In this way I have done this program in a very simpler manner. I have used 3 variables here, enter marks, you will enter marks in math, English and physics. Then we will calculate total mark, total equal to math, English, physics. Then we will calculate percentage, percentage will be calculated as total divided by 3. Then I have used very simple condition here, if percentage greater than 85, then grade will be A, else it means that if percentage is not greater than 85, in that case if percentage is less than 85 and percentage is greater than 75, it means that here I have combined 2 different conditions, percentage must be greater than equal to 75 and percentage must be less than 85, okay. I have used AND operator here, logical AND operator here to combine two different condition. Then if this condition is satisfied, then the grade will be B. Else means if the percentage is not greater than 85, if the percentage is not greater than 75, then we will come to this part. Else again we will check if percentage less than 75 and percentage greater than 50. Here we have used another two condition combiningly for the C grade. Okay. If percentage is less than 75 and percentage is greater than 50, then output will be C grade. Else it means that if this condition is false, if this condition is false, if this condition is false, we have come to this part. If percentage is less than 50 and percentage is greater than 30, then we will display D grade. Else, here I have used one else part here, else condition. If all these conditions are false, it means that percentage is not greater than 85, percentage is not greater than equal to 75, percentage is not greater than equal to 50, percentage is not greater than equal to 30. It means that it is obvious percentage is less than 30, then the output will be fail. I hope you have got some basic idea on if else statement. There are, you know that there are so many different types of only if else, else if, then nested if in this way. If you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.